athletes, coaches, siblings, and the entire Cal High Sports Bay Area production team. My name is Travis McHugh, a senior from Bellarmine College Preparatory, and it's my fortune tonight to speak on behalf of all the athletes at this premier celebration. I'd first and foremost like to extend my gratitude and appreciation to EA Sports for hosting this fine event and allowing us to use their facilities and video games. This grand venue is certainly quite something and could not have been possible without your cooperation and hospitality. Here before me lies a sea of renowned athletes and competitors who likely shared one of the same fond childhood experiences that I did. As a devoted sports advocate growing up, a majority of my screen time consisted of viewing an assortment of professional sports competitions. Over the years, I selected a number of standout individuals and crowned them as my idolized favorites who I could endlessly admire. I remember watching highlights and live standout performances of Tom Brady, LaDainian Tomlinson, Barry Bonds, Carly Patterson, and many more, only wishing that someday I could garner the fame and recognition that they did on a daily basis. The notion of contending on TV so that a broad array of spectators could visualize one's talent sounded appealing, and soon became a childhood fantasy of mine. My infantile goal of being 3 professional athletes all at once and being on TV like my warship heroes soon faded as I grew up, though. Unfortunately, in middle school, the competition in all my sports escalated dramatically. I finally realized that being a great athlete in a small public school class of 47 students meant nothing now that neighboring schools actually existed. Aware that my childhood dream of being the best at everything was on the verge of shattering, I shifted my focus to video games. I've never had the chance to verbally express my gratitude, but thank you, EA Sports, for inventing the Create a Player feature in most of your sports games. With this unique element, I would have never been able to be better than anyone else on a professional level, and with my attributes up to 99 on every level possible, and be on TV at the same time. Well, the thrill of impressing myself while playing in a simulated virtual setting got old after 4 years, until the day when a quick glimpse reignited my childhood hopes. In 7th grade, while I was working out at the Riker Center, a prominent track star named Jackie Evans was walking in front of me, wearing a shirt that read, "Yeah, you saw me on Cal High Sports," with an exclamation point to add emphasis. Now, being the naive, smart aleck that I was back in the day, I tapped her on the shoulder and yelled, "No, I didn't see you on Cal High Sports Bay Area." To this day, I sometimes wonder why she ever responded, but she nonetheless replied in saying that she received the t-shirt for an interview she had done for a TV show. My short attention span caught merely the last 2 words of her response, and I thought a minute. A track runner in high school, on TV in the Bay Area. All right. After further inquiries, I was fully informed about Cal High Sports and what they did. After this pleasing introduction, I tuned into an episode, and a few weeks later, recognized familiar faces and being mentioned and interviewed after their games. These observations immediately led me to the theory that my youth vision of one day performing on TV could become a reality, and I could not wait to become a high school athlete. Fast forward to the fall of 2010. I'm a junior in high school starting for a varsity team, and in one of our earliest games of the season, we won pretty handily in what was supposed to be an anticipated matchup. Lo and behold, after a brief discussion, Mr. Bronstein and crew were standing before us asking for a shot of the entire team. When he asked for the captains to step forward, I was so elated that Cal High Sports was there to cover the highlights that I never considered speaking lively in front of a camera before. I vividly remember in the blink of an eye, Mr. Bronstein asked me if I had ever conducted a live interview, to which I replied no. And that was about all he ever got out of me. A moment later, an illuminating light, microphone, and camera with a flashing red light appeared, and the next 25 seconds sounded a bit like this. Here we are with Bellarmine Junior quarterback Travis McHugh. Travis, tell me your thoughts about the game tonight. Petrified with an excess of stage fright and nerve, my lip quivered and I sounded a bit like this. We won. In my mind, I knew Mr. Bronstein was thinking, no further questions. Thank you. Anyway, that first experience didn't quite scar me until Mr. Bronstein actually played the gibberish that Sunday night on the TV show. In case you're wondering, Mr. Bronstein selected me here to speak tonight to redeem myself from that dreaded first interview. And and the opportunity is more than accepted. Thank you, Robert. But in all seriousness, Cal High Sports was anything but a TV show. Ever since I discovered the program several years back, I tuned in on a weekly basis for a multitude of reasons. While inactive athletically, the show kept me in the loop of how teams and players were competing at the time. It allowed me to review the ups and downs of my own school's contests so I can congratulate and encourage my friends. It served as a scouting report to determine which teams were hot, who to look out for, and what rank a particular team held for a certain sport. The show additionally offered a component of fun and surprise, as I always wondered which amazing feat won the Play of the Week award, and which two teams battled in the infamous Monster Game. Yeah. Aside from a viewer's standpoint, though, Cal High Sports Bay Area touched on the emotions of the athletes themselves. The highlights and stories allowed us to rejoice in the exhilaration of our successes, suffer the agony of defeat, recognize the gifts of individuals, and aspire to be like others in terms of community leadership and overcoming some type of impactful adversity. The TV show itself was an experience not only because of the content of the show, but also the cast and production team as well. The dynamic duo of Robert and Therese magnetized the attention of viewers through their eloquence and sporty personalities. You two, along with all the others who go unrecognized, are what make the show and its reputation possible, and as athletes, simply thanking you would never do justice. So on behalf of all the athletes present tonight and around the Bay Area, thank you Cal High Sports for everything you have offered over the past several years. The services, both on and off the field, you guys provided, and viewers alike, will never be matched, as the excellence of your program will always remain incomparable to anyone else who attempts to do what you do. Cal High Sports Bay Area, for thousands of student athletes, has transformed a childhood fantasy into a livable reality, and granting such an ambition will always be remembered. Congratulations to all athletes here tonight, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.